Hey guys, normally I'm doing the GAY News Network, but today I'm actually gonna come at you real. Something that we don't hear very often, something I don't hear very often. I moved to Los Angeles 12, 13 years ago. I moved here because I wanted to learn so much from this industry. The industry of hair that I was in, the industry of the movies, the industry of people that I looked up to motivate me. And I looked to movies when I was a kid, being a little tiny gay boy in Minnesota, living in a tiny, tiny little town. And I didn't have anyone to rely on. I was scared to tell my family. I was scared to tell my friends. I was scared to live the life that I knew that I wanted to live. All because I was different. The one thing that is different about me is that I never stopped being me, though. I never listened to the people that told me, you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that, or are you sure you should? Because if I did, I wouldn't be here. At the age of 14, I had to decide whether I wanted to live or die. And for a little boy of 14 to have that shoved in his face, life changes real quick. There are so many people out there that have never dealt with anything like this in their life, meaning COVID-19, the heterosexual disease. I've lived in COVID-19 in my mind my whole life. I've never felt safe about going out and just being who I was, in fear of some people running away from me, in fear of some people not accepting me for just how I was born. I never understood that, why people have to judge and hate you before they even get to know you. To me, that says they have a problem, not you. I started to believe the bullshit lies that they would tell me. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're too fucking gay, faggot, queer, pansy, light in the loafers. You can't do this. You're not strong enough for that. Well, you know what? I'm still standing. I'm still here and I'm not freaking out. Because if I freaked out, I wouldn't be standing here. I wouldn't be who I am. I believe in who I am. I always have. Whenever anybody has told me, you can't do that, what has that made me do? Work harder to prove them wrong. Because I always knew I could. And there are some people out there right now thinking, this is it. This is it. We're all done for. Because we don't have any leadership standing up saying, yeah, we can. And you know what? You're going to be okay. Yeah, I may be a little tiny gay boy, but I have a huge voice. And I speak for so many people out there in the Black community, in the Hispanic community, in the Asian community, in the yellow, red, brown, green, orange, black, tan, orange, glow, who cares? Whatever the fuck your color is, you're beautiful just as you are. And if somebody doesn't like you for who you are, it's because they don't like who they see in themselves. So the question is, who's right here? The person who is standing behind a podium telling you, no, you can't? It boggles my mind. When will the lambs start screaming? When will people start standing up for us, everyone, and saying this is wrong? When are we going to do that? As people, as humanity, people are dying and nobody seems to give a shit. I want to know the CEOs that stand up tall in their corporate offices, if they've ever dealt with anything like this. Probably not, because they're in their glass house throwing stones. Well, you know what? I'm not in a glass house. I'm standing out here and I dodge rocks every day. if I let every single word affect me, or if I let every single slam, or if I let every single bully, like my past, for the last 12 years, I have been harassed by somebody in my life. And finally, I stood up for myself and I said, no, you can't do that to me anymore. And you know what? It felt so good to stand up for myself, because it's right. I had some people saying, oh, you shouldn't do that. Fuck that. I'm a human. I have rights. The bully has more rights today than I'm not a victim, by the way. I'm a victor, because I'm still standing. I didn't get knocked down. I'm a frickin' weeble wobble. You can punch me, baby, but I'll never get knocked down. But you know what? I am more of a man than any other man out there, because I show my emotion. I started crying on social media and people are like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm showing emotion. Something that people never see, because everyone pretends everything is all perfect. Well, you know what? The world is a fucked up place right now, because we're letting the wrong people rule it. Did you know that every country that's run by a woman right now is practically COVID-free? Every country ran by a man is fucked. Men are so intimidated by women. Because why? They have a heart, they have compassion. The second a woman says something wrong, she's a bitch. The second a man says something and he yells at somebody, oh, he's taking charge. No, he's being a bitch. I call myself a bitch because that stands for being in total control, honey. I took control of this situation. I became the wind beneath my wings, and I want to party all night long. I love myself. I always have loved myself. And that's not ego talking. That's self-appreciation, self-care, and self-love. There are so many people out there that are down in the dumps right now, like my water spot on my ceiling. I'll have to have management take care of that one. But I don't care. I'm proud of my leopard spots. I don't live in a perfect home. I don't have a perfect life. But what is perfect? I don't need to live behind a facade. I have the most amazing black husband. Yes, I say black, because I want you to know I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of being a faggot. Call me a faggot. I'm going to bring that word back. I'm going to make it cool. Hey guys, I'm Fag. James the Fag. I'm going to make it cool. Because why? Because you made it bad. Well, guess what? I'm going to turn it around, swallow it, and shit out sparkles all over it. Because I made it fabulous again. Who wants to join my fag party? Who wants to be a member of the F.A.G? Fabulous and gorgeous. That's what I call myself. Fabulous and gorgeous. That's why I'm a fag. And you know what? To all those conservative people who hate the gays, but yet they're always caught tiptoeing in our bathrooms. If you don't like what my mouth says, don't like what my mouth does. Quit tiptoeing like Danny fucking K in our bathrooms, trying to get rid of us, trying to erase us, trying to convert us. When you are just scared of being who you are, you have to destroy us. I'm standing tall right now, motherfuckers, and I want all of you to join me. I know that I swear, and I apologize. It's who I am, and I shouldn't swear so much. So that's something I will work on when I talk to you guys. But you know what? It's who I am, because I'm pissed. I'm pissed that my husband hasn't had a chance. But I do have to say, you know what? I applaud Sephora. I applaud Sephora for what they're doing. They are doing something great. I have to say, hats off to the CEO of Sephora. I am so proud of you. You know what? He listened to the employees. He is one of the first kernels to pop. And that's all you need. So, hey, you know what? I'm getting goosebumps right now. That means something. That means that great things are happening for people out there that didn't feel like they had a voice. Guess what? We have one now. Don't stop talking. The second you stop, it goes away. The second you give them the microphone, it goes away. Don't give back the microphone. Take it from them. They don't deserve it. We do. Let's start telling the truth for once, instead of lies. No more lies. I want the truth, because we can handle it. This is James Axel, F.A.G. Over and out.